Greetings and felicitations, as Omar would say. Russ Hatfield and Kara here to bring you this latest channeling session. She is my higher dimensional twin soul and member of Ashtar Command stationed on Hades Space, but didn't channel this session. What we have for you for the month of November was recorded in January of 1994 and was channeled by Mark Crocker, who was watching from the sidelines on the base for most of it. It is called Space Corridors and the Earth Dolphins' New Home. The major highlights from the session would have to be the behind-the-scenes look at what is going on in the ships that we see in the skies, and the new dolphin pool and the fact that some Earth dolphins were planned to be introduced with the pod of Syrian dolphins. The other major highlight would be Omal explaining the reasons for the space corridors used by ships coming to various bases and planets. It was an informative session with fairly good sound quality. A more detailed description can be found on our homepage at HadesBaseNews.com. We invite you to subscribe to be kept informed of future postings on the YouTube channel from our members of Ashtar Command. And now, we present from our latest entry into the Hades Base archives, Space Corridors and the Earth Dolphins' New Home.
Thank you. Hey, Russ. Nobody here?
What'd you expect?
Oh, the cat I played with last time. Wow! Wow!
You forgot it was Tuesday.
Why didn't you go and get them?
When they come, they're gonna come.
I go and wake them up and get them down here.
Want me to?
Yeah, why not? Let's...
I'll bring Calvin down.
Oh, somebody to play with and chase. Somebody to play with. Somebody to play with. It's 11.
It's thrilled.
So, are you up for coming over?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You won't fall asleep with me, will you?
Well, that's what I'm drinking on his tea for. Cara's not asleep right now, is she?
No, she's going to be here in a little while. You sent a trolley for her.
She must be tired or something. I got you.
Is that his name? Oh.
The one you were chasing last week.
Oh.
He won't recognize you.
Come on. No, okay. I'm sorry I can't play.
That's alright. That's alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Parson. How do you get out of the body?
Out of whose body?
Well, for example, Mark gets out of the body before he goes crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, is he using a method of controlling the sleep cycle to get out before he crashes out?
Yeah, I think so.
Typical way of getting out.
Well, how I do it is that I get relaxed, right? And I go through the breathing routine. And then I just step up out.
Okay.
Occasionally I fall asleep. But that's normally when I'm really, really tired. Carry on.
But you don't parse that like I do.
No.
Alright, so, to step out of the body,
Mm-hmm.
is there sort of a pull that you pull yourself out?
You just sit up. And then stand up. Or if you're sitting, you stand up.
Now, how do you divorce yourself? This is I'm talking about you. So,
Me? I go and get a lawyer. And he comes and we fill out all the paperwork and then we have a trial to see if my body wants to be divorced from me.
it's the house.
The body does. I get the children there.
So, how do you separate
Yeah.
of the physical body?
Well, the further you go, the less noticeable it is.
You mean the further out you go?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You mean in space?
Yeah. Space. How does that go? These are the voyages of the starship.
So now, when you first started then, when you weren't going so far,
Yeah.
so you still had sense of your
Yes, sense
physical body.
Sense my physical stuff. Yeah.
You did.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is what we were talking about before, where
Yeah.
you go out for extremely long ranges, then come back. And that basically numbed out your body.
Yeah. The more you do it, the less noticeable it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now, when you were wandering around here today, in astral form, what was your body doing up there?
So lying on the bed with Athena with me.
Now, when Athena moves, you can't tell when Athena moves.
No. But she lies very still too.
Now, what if she got wandering around the bed or something?
I was holding that. I was instructing her how to farsight.
As if she was.
Yeah.
Now, she feels your body.
Yeah. I wish I started to get to know the age like that.
So, when she was down here with you,
Yeah.
then the energy levels were going up.
Yeah.
That's why Athena's energy levels augmented yours. So that's why it seemed like things were bouncing all over the place.
Yeah. I was actually boisterous anyway.
So it's essentially practice.
Yeah.
Now, my limit right now, I suppose, it could be called serious.
Yeah.
And what's past serious?
Well, there's
So that I could,
dust clouds.
so I could.
There's a few planets. A few suns.
Okay. So for astral navigation purposes,
Yeah.
if I head for Sirius, which I know is 0.493 from Hades,
Yeah.
to get to Sirius, what would be someplace another, let's say, 4 light years out from that?
Do you want to try stretching it?
That'd be 8 light years.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll come along with you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But what's out there past Sirius?
Well, if you go directly from here,
Like, what's the alignment with the Hades space and Sirius?
there's a very small, insignificant sun. It's got a few ruins on it, but nothing much. You into
Ruins. There you go.
you into archaeology?
Yeah, I love archaeology.
Okay, I suppose I better bone up and find out what the sort of...
Okay, so the ruins are of an ancient race, eh?
Yeah,
But you don't know what race.
nah, doesn't really interest me. Actually.
Quadruped or biped.
Or triped or octoped.
So we can go check out these ruins. That would be a max limit.
Yeah.
So that's why when I started going out to Sirius, I was falling asleep.
Yeah, because it was at the limits of your range.
Right. But now, the last 3 times I've gone to see Tanaka,
Yeah, you haven't.
I haven't crashed out.
That's right.
And that is because my range is pushing.
Yeah.
Right? But now I'm not pushing myself out farther than that to go past Sirius. So were I to do so now, I push that limit out even farther and start pushing on my
You can try.
limits for going solid, or at least for getting out of my body now. Let's see. Okay. How's dinner?
It's going to be ready.
You know these hunters, giant up. I mean, it's like the adrenaline level was contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely adrenaline overload.
The hit. Come on, questions.
What's the
Oh, it's a bit of a workout.
bit bloody? A bit bloody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold off my other questions for you, John, until later.
Okay.
Because you need to go bounce off some morals.
Huh?
Yeah, so you go have some fun. I'll go talk to some other folks here real
Oh,
quick.
party pooper.
Yeah, and you go on up there and take a run around the base once and come on back. I should be working on the next person.
I now go outside and talk to Mark and Alarm.
That's it. Okay. See you in a little while. Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How you doing, lad?
Seems to be contagious.
Oh, good. Man. Bouncing the walls.
Did she actually jump from over there onto here? I think Mark could have the power in his head to... What's that, man? 6 feet? 5 feet?
4 feet.
4 feet? Clean onto the futon? She landed where? There?
Yeah.
That's about 6.5 feet, you know.
Well,
And she jumped all of it?
how are you doing, my dear?
Oh, excellent.
Not quite as riled up, I see.
No.
Yeah, good.
You're going to have fun with it. She's got dessert plain. Strawberry type mousse. Her own concoction.
So this is archaeological.
Possibly. Mark and myself are going skiing. If we could pray him away from the lard. Or Lana away from Mark.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, darling. We are talking interface this evening.
That sort of interface.
Pilot. Now, we had to make a run all the way up to the opposite part to get these guys.
Uh-huh.
Now, you're working on the couch part.
Uh-huh.
They're working on the helmet part of it, I take it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, they had us hook up a pair of leads into the couch in between our
Yeah.
legs. And what was that? What was that?
Can't tell you.
Okay.
It's, what would you say?
Can't be classified.
Yeah, I
Pilot.
think it is. I think that's the phrase that I've been told. There are some things I can discuss that are already in use, but experimental things I'm not allowed to discuss.
Well, how am I going to know what I'm using when I'm doing this stuff? I mean, how can I help with the process if I don't know what the process is I'm working on?
You just tell in briefing what the effects were, how it operated to you, how easy it was, and was there any discomfort? Is there any discomfort 5 minutes after, half an hour after? Was there any discomfort whilst you were putting it on?
Couch?
Well, anything that you think could do with improvement? Anything that you think is unnecessary? All these things are important, but they get processed and then handed to me.
We're working some stuff now that is either classified or it's not.
I'll tell you if it is. Discuss it or not.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as far as the couch goes, that's your specialty. It's reading biorhythms, monitoring body functions, energy levels, and so forth, right?
Yeah. Sensitive points it. have to put up a lot of pressure, like the rump, shoulders.
Okay. And what is it doing to alleviate that pressure?
Well, if you feel it, you'll feel that it will slightly move.
Yeah. It's more like a pad kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It will slightly move in an area, like if it's your rump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will, kind of move the pressure slightly forward.
I assume that's sort of a jelly-like substance.
Yeah.
In between.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it's actually a kind of organic substance.
It is organic.
But the way that it works is that it puts proteins into your body and pulls out harmful fluids. For example, when you're doing a long mission, a mission like maybe, like Paul does, something like a 40-hour or 50-hour mission, right? You're in that seat all the time.
Right.
So you need it to be as maximally comfortable as possible. And also you need nourishment, and you need to get rid of bodily fluids and functions.
Right.
So the bodily fluids are sucked out. If you were to stand up immediately or you put your hand down, you feel that the points where you're sitting on are wet. Feels like sweat.
Right.
Then that's it being your body fluids being pulled out.
Okay.
You wouldn't hold your hand there too long
Right.
because your hand would get wet, and then because of the various acids in various functions of your body, you would get a slight acid burn.
That strap's the one company we used to strap in with
Which straps?
the one we used today. We won't use it. It's like a cross strap.
Okay.
And it could use a little pad.
Little padding. But did it restrict your movement?
Real heavily.
Okay.
Which is supposed to, I mean, due to the fact that we were taking a new kind of maneuver today,
Mm-hmm.
in which we
Yeah,
needed
because we took out the shoulder straps, if you notice, the
Right.
cross strap.
that's what we use today, that
Yeah.
single cross strap instead of the usual stuff, which is I like better, but it cuts into.
Why do you like it better?
Well, mostly because the one doesn't feel like you're in like a race car or something, and you're in a crash zone. It feels more like a seatbelt, like in a car.
Yeah. But for safety's sake, which one would be better?
Well, I'd say just the single one is quite adequate. Due to the fact that,
Not my...
well, you got to remember, I mean, that's only for safety. Yeah, there's range of
Yeah, but
movement and stuff.
in a violent maneuver.
That was quite adequate for what we did. Yeah. We didn't go into violent maneuver. It was a real sharp up and then down again.
Okay, I'll have to look into this.
But it could have, I mean, when we took the up part, the strap cut into my shoulder real hard. And when it did that,
Is that better? Of course. As long as it doesn't start bouncing around again.
Right.
Okay.
so when the strap cut in,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of threw me off as far as my far sight
Okay.
went, because it was more annoying than it was comfortable.
Okay.
So I think if even a padding across the shoulder part there of that strap really helped out a lot.
Now then, we're going to be running an experiment on Nashville. We're going to be using a helmet interface,
Right.
which is actually going to implant in here. In here. No, it's not. Well, it's going to penetrate the skin, but it isn't going to penetrate the skull into the brain. It's just going to penetrate the skin. It's going to be like needles. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably another 4 up here. But they haven't decided yet. Now then, no, I can't discuss that. Nor that. That's about all I can discuss.
How would I go over the helmet features then?
That's not really my field. You have to talk to somebody else.
You could use a bit more support.
Okay. We can make them wider and longer.
I think I'm I mean, the way it is now is like they want to slip a little bit. But it was more like, you know those Frankenstein couches?
No, that you can probably look up.
In Mark's brain, you're going to see this thing that shows a movie called Frankenstein. And on it, there's like a shelf that he pressed against.
No, I don't get anything apart from no. It's alive,
Right.
and my name is not Frankenstein.
It's alive.
It's Frankenstein.
Anyway, a little more pizza for those
Okay.
500 stuff.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I can't do it.
Dude,
It would interfere with emergency exit procedures.
can't you make him out, slip into the couch out again?
No, because in emergency procedures, you grab hold of the handles here, right? And you push yourself. Get out, right?
Or you could use the feet to lever yourself up.
No, it can't be done. You see, emergency procedures is. No. And you won't. They'll just tell you how to do it.
So who did I talk about the helmet? This is the guys I worked with today.
Yeah.
We can work with them again next time.
Yeah, you'll be heading out to Sirius and probably taking them back.
Probably. Anyway, tell me how much of the couch is integrated with the ship.
Oh, it's half of the ship.
So, is there a way we can work out either through the helmet or through the couch? Since you work with the guys in there, right?
Sometimes.
So maybe we can work out some kind of stimulus package.
I'll see what I can come up with.
Because what I need is more sensory awareness of my body while
Yeah.
on the couch.
Okay. Let me see what I can come up with.
And maybe like something where you put a quarter in and it vibrates.
You've been talking to Luna again, haven't you?
I'm not answer that. But, oh, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
son, you know,
She's just very talented.
want to throw that out there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the holograms back?
Which holograms?
The ones you need out.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't got them back yet. Sorry. Just... I'm slightly distracted. Yeah. I'm thinking. She said something about you gave a tape to somebody?
Give a tape forward or that.
Ah. Okay.
Cassette tape.
Okay.
One of the sessions where you were talking about
Oh, my dissertation.
dissertation.
Yes.
Dissertation. A classic.
Yeah, thank you. And what is the definition of love?
What about some of those things?
All the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
So anyway, hurry up and get those holders.
Okay, I'll try, but yeah, I am a fairly busy young lady.
This is your son you're talking about. Are you more proud of anybody else in the entire universe? So I'll be dang. You're not going to be rushing out to get those holograms as fast as you can.
Well, I'm not that proud of him. He's just
Are
talented
hugely
and
proud of it, and you're too humble to admit it.
probably part of my problem.
For the kittens, I mean, obviously, Tia keeps them entertained. So, anyway,
Yes.
after you see these holograms, you'll be hugely proud of your son.
Yes, I probably will be.
What's it say?
I have difficulty reading your English sometimes.
My English.
What?
Oh, art. It is a heavenly. Oh, it's so funny. Funny.
Money? Why is it called funny money?
So, you spent what? It's fun. Well, why don't you practice that for a second? I'm gonna put this on pause and go to bed. Right?
Okay, where were we? Oh, yes, my son. Yes, it's clever, intelligent, and too smart for his own good. Practice, no coordination. See how good I was?
Turn.
Yeah.
Anyway, your son
Mm-hmm.
is teaching me things.
Yeah.
In other words, he's pushing me to violence now.
Mm-hmm.
So, with your permission, my dear mother.
What do you want? It's his body. You want to work with me for time to time, huh?
Oh,
With my son.
the project.
He's not a
I
project.
know, I know.
I wish he wouldn't say that.
You look at the holograms. You tell me he's not a prodigy. I'll apologize.
Define a project.
He's someone who has not.
He's not advanced.
It's fine. Look at the holograms. Yeah, it's not a prodigy. Next week when I talk to you, then I'll apologize profusely.
Now let me see. I need some help from you. I need you to model a ski suit for me. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And also, if you're up for it, I want you to come and join in the races.
Great.
It's going to be the heavenly. No, you put that in there.
I didn't touch it, girl.
No, it's with that heavenly money.
Oh, my.
Yes, that snuck up on me. It's going to be the Hades Affairs Open ski race.
No,
Yes,
a little bit out of my league. Good.
downhill.
You have an amateurs league or something there?
Well, I'm not allowed to race. Neither is Mark.
Oh, in that case, I've got a shot.
Yes. She says that she might race there. She's up for it. We're going to have some of the hairy guys.
Snowboarding, huh?
Mm-hmm. We're going to have some other people that have taken up skiing. Some of the ladies and gentlemen that are here from Serious at Ski are going to be in it.
Wow, it's a stellar accomplishment.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be one of the course designers, along with Mark. Mark doesn't know this yet. We're going to do 3 different courses. Yes, we're going to have the downhill. That's a very, very long one.
Is that the one from the wall down?
Well, from the side of the wall. We're going to go across the top of the wall and swing down.
Yeah.
And then join that trail, and then it branches off again. And then there's a real sharp drop off, and then it comes out a little bit further.
Yeah.
And then it curves back in. And there's another sharp drop off, and it comes down to the finish line. Then we've got a giant slalom, which is half the length from where,
The first drop off is?
yeah. And then we're going to have no, that's the super G course, super giant slalom. And then just a giant slalom is that last bit.
Oh, so the Super G will do height gains.
No, that's the giant.
Oh.
Well, actually, slalom's the type games. But the Super G is about a mile, whereas the downhill is about two and a bit. That's why it's got a curve and spread around a little bit.
That's it. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Going to be some real wicked corners, but Mark and myself are going to work that course out. We're going to ski it, we're going to race each other, and we're going to set the times for it. I've got to find times.
Just tell me.
Okay. From my Henderson I've done, I've got about 20 people that are interested. But I need more. We need about 40. We're going to have, what did you say, amateur? Yeah, amateur and advanced. For intermediate and advanced.
Just toss them in the lap.
Okay. Okay. More questions?
You need some practice runs.
Okay, I can arrange that.
Fair enough. You practice every day.
Okay.
Alright, which means I have to work on my farsight too, but I'll work with your son also.
Well, you have to work with the moral strength of my son. Yeah. Okay.
That's it, darling.
No more questions?
Oh, come on, girl. You know I always have trouble coming up with questions.
I've got to go and change because I was jogging before I got here and my jogging pants are rather wet from sweat.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable.
Well, have fun. And I'll keep you posted on further couch developments.
Yes. Oh well.
Oh well.
Better hand back.
Okay.
I'm out of it.
Archaeological.
Maybe not tonight.
Okay. Who's next?
Why did you change the subject?
I'm just curious. No, they all left.
Okay.
Okay.
Bom, 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 bom. Bom. Greetings, Russ. Now, how are you functioning?
I'm not sure, actually. It's fluctuating wildly.
Yes.
Oh.
Here is, transmitting, I believe. I believe she has things planned for this evening.
Anyway, how are
What
you
do you mean by that?
doing? I'll work it out with Carter.
I'm sure that it's perfectly alright with Carla.
Well, I'm sure it's alright with Carter. That's not what I'm worried about. But someone's gonna have to explain this to Mark, right? Rather with Carter.
Okay. I think I understand what you mean. Okay, let us proceed.
Manifestation. Have you had a chance to check out the problems yet from my session with
No, I haven't. I've been fairly busy.
I thought you oh, what?
I was just going to say, okay, manifest for me.
Third dimensional I'm still having a little bit of trouble with.
Okay, tell you what,
Alright.
let me manifest something up here in fifth.
Okay.
Let me see, what would be perfect? A swan.
Oh god. Oh.
What type of swan would you wish for?
You have to be the same one we were trying to get before.
Okay. I have a swan here.
Okay.
Now, manifest it and call it to you. Come on. I'm here, swan. Swan. I'm here. Here, swan. Swan. Come on.
I'm gonna have to concentrate at that point. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can pull this through real quick.
Come on, Swan. Here's Swan. Here's Swan. Should we try something a little bit easier?
Yeah, boxes seem to be my big forte lately.
How about a penny?
Oh god. Boxes seem to be real easy for me.
Okay.
Pennies
A penny in a box.
black box you can't see through.
Okay, let us continue with your questions.
Alright,
I've had my entertainment.
that's good.
Here's Swan. Brings back old memories, does it not?
Way old memories.
Yes, those were fun.
A group of uncoordinated, non-meta concerting people trying to put together a meta concert, very primitive at
We
best.
did outline at the time what we wanted.
Yeah,
It was set up in a way that there would be a focusing point.
yes, but if we had worked it out in a meta concert style,
You weren't ready.
you don't think so?
Not at that point, no. You were still individuals. Or, let me rephrase that, you were individuals that weren't used to working as a team.
Yeah, but if we could have put the majority of those individuals just pumping energy.
But you needed somebody to focus it, and there was nobody ready to focus at that time.
What about Reba?
She was border point. It was look at the best subject, and she tended to insert her own desires at that point. Yes. She tried to be the boss.
Right. Well, that's why I thought she would have been a good executive.
No, she would have been a better conductor than an executive.
That's good, right?
Yes.
Anyway, good practice though for working on future projects.
Yes. It is, as you say, you must sift many pebbles to find one gem.
Anyway, concerning manifestation, like sifting gems.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with Alex, and it started off as just sort of a game
Mm-hmm.
and turned into a bit more than that. Basically, for some reason, manifested this. He manifested a little block,
Mm-hmm.
preparing to toss.
Yes. That is part of the entertainment,
Right.
is that he does that to get my attention. He will fire it at me and it just bounces off. It doesn't even hurt, it just, yeah. It's like somebody just touching me.
Well, at that point, I came up with a nice big 4x4 black box, hollow, with just a real thin molecules put together like cellophane-like material, just to with the lightweight I can PK with manifestation combined. And floated that a bit, and then popped it, and that got him going. And then we started playing around with big boxes like that. He'd reform it. I'd squeeze inside of it and pop it, and I'd reform it, and I'd drop it in over his crib, and stick his head out, and he'd pop it. We're having all kinds of fun, but it's like he pushes me to my limits.
Yeah, see, he sees you as an adult, as fully grown.
Right. Yes.
Hello. This is the cat that Tia hunted.
Yeah. The chase cat.
Tia's just stuck her head around the corner and said somebody mentioned my name. Do you know, P-Line, it might not be safe for you to sit there. At the moment, you are perfectly safe. Okay, let us continue.
Okay, so 2 things. Number one, I'd like to work with Alex. So,
Okay.
as far as manifestation goes, because I mean, he turns it into a game instead of exercise, which I like,
Mhm.
which pushes me to get more fun doing so, and certainly an attentive audience. But also, um, does he have a sort of a coercive ability too, maybe?
Very limited. Yes, he inherited it from his mother. The same as he has limited farsighting ability,
Right.
which his main field is
Manifestation.
correct, which he seems to have inherited from his grandfather. Oh, sorry. So your nose I just punched.
All right. Now with his manifestation coming along the way it um, is he gonna what kind of progress steps should I look for to maybe assist him also?
It would be more along the lines of him assisting you,
Okay. That's fair.
him reaching and giving you a hand.
So, well, he has sort of a childlike way of looking at things. It's quite refreshing.
Yes, he is a nice child to have around.
Well, that's for sure. All right. We'll work on that. Now then, next week we'll be
Uh-huh.
down working with Laura
Uh-huh.
in at her space.
Mhm.
So we can move in that channel section.
Okay.
Carson too.
We'll have to track you as you go so we can connect up easier.
So we should be down there at 6. So
Okay.
maybe on that just removes items.
Okay.
Alright. Today I was working on my ship with Nashville on corridors of space,
Uh-huh.
and we were working on the interfacing of the components and stuff. But my question is when we're going into Centauri,
Uh-huh.
the new program we have designed in the components is to it outlines the corridors of space
Uh-huh.
that we use to travel in and out of. But now, are these corridors set up due to debris outside of the corridors, or is it set up kind of like a freeway system?
It is set up like one of your autobahns.
Oh,
He's loud, isn't he?
take some turbines. All right.
Yes, Tia has another use for that name. Okay, let us continue with the questions.
Now, what I noticed is that um, specifically, Alpha Centauri
Mm-hmm.
had it looked like about 4 different routes coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, is this from various sectors of space that people are coming in from like points of the compass?
Yes. Well, actually, there is a junction point, but there are other junctions that blend in with it.
Right. Now, Farsight and I ignore such corridors,
Mm-hmm.
but in using the ships,
We have to obey the local laws.
right. Now, why is there a need for that though? Is that for like just traffic control?
Yes. Think about it. How many ships were in your area
Um,
that were close?
no.
And you felt perfectly safe. But if it wasn't set up the way it is, you may have 5 or 6 within your area and not feel very. What's he doing?
Well, sorry.
Yes.
Well, I see. So it's traffic control.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So in other words, Nazriel was getting input that I wasn't getting.
Correct.
Ah, I see. So he's calling traffic control too.
Uh-huh.
whereas I don't need that information.
That's correct.
Superfluous.
Superfluous. Superfluous.
Then I don't. Then that is something I can just look at later and can access. Find out
Social.
that was the.
Correct.
Oh, and so then that way, when we're going in for a landing, he's being directed to a certain landing pad.
Correct.
I see.
That's why he always has a perfect landing. Occasionally we will let him do the landings on manual in a emergency situation test. And also just keep his skilling.
So, so Hades Base has the same corridors coming in.
Correct. I would like a joke explained. What is just as dead ye have? I heard it mentioned a couple of times today in various reports.
Apparently, Nashville's managed to pick up a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Just.
That is a good sign.
Yes, it's a pilot's kind of thing.
Yes, that's why I'm saying it's a good sign. It means that you guys are starting to be accepted.
Right. I think they tried out a nickname with me, something that was like never there. But
I think what they're leaning towards, if rumor is correct, is the seventh dwarf. What's his name? Sleepy?
Sleepy, yeah. That's about right.
Yes. That is why I think it is going to be the seventh dwarf.
Oh, well, that's good though. I mean, it shows that we are getting accepted.
Mm-hmm. Every pilot does have a nickname.
Same with down.
Yes. Tells is the lunatic. Because he isn't.
Right. But that's why he got Nazriel got the Jester.
I don't quite follow that.
Because he's so serious. He doesn't. It doesn't come as easy as it does with these other guys who are born into it.
No. And he doesn't smile as much.
No. I see. But no, you're having fun with that. So it just was dead. That's true. But well, we're having fun. Yeah, it was a good session. Next question, because I'm only got a couple here, is I'm wondering if Earth is at a certain point right now in
Probably.
okay, it's moving. But I mean, if you were to freeze it right this second, how long would it take for it to rotate around the galaxy and back to the point it started from?
If you were to freeze it now,
Right.
never.
Okay, well, let's just say if since it's rotating, how long would it ever reach that same point again
If you freeze it, no, never.
if you didn't freeze it?
If you freeze it, but kept the movement,
Right.
it takes approximately 100,000 million years
Really?
to go from this point back to this point.
Right. 1,000,000,000. Now, what I'm trying to go for here is some theories we were discussing before about the evolution of consciousness
Mm-hmm.
in relationship to celestial movement.
Mm-hmm.
The first point is why does celestial movement in affect consciousness?
Because it is a pull of other minds within that field.
So, in other words, not just Earth, but other minds within that field of planets
lesser and greater minds.
Like, for example, Sirius, Alpha Centauri, Earth, Hades Space, and so on and so
Correct.
forth. And why does the movement affect that way?
Because there are times when they are nearer, and there are times when they are further.
So as those minds get nearer,
The pull is stronger.
they're greater minds.
Mhm.
There is a greater pull towards. See.
Says the blind man.
What's up? Ah. So we are emerging from a distant point,
Yes.
moving towards a nearer point. And does that affect all minds within that planetary that
Yes.
sphere? Let's call it. Okay. Now, do those minds in that sphere interact on any level besides what we're talking about?
No. Not unless physical interaction occurs.
Do minds incarnate within that physical sphere then?
Yes. Unless they need to learn a different lesson.
I see. So to put it in Earth terms, it would be like getting transferred around to a bunch of different schools in your county
Yes, to learn different things.
to learn different things because they specialize. For example, I could go to Berkeley and learn about
Superconductors.
superconductors, or can go to Johns Hopkins and learn about
Medicine.
medicine, and so on and so forth. Or there's elementary schools, there's junior highs, there's high schools, there's universities, there's trade schools, business schools, and that would sort of be a correlation with what we're talking about.
Correct.
Okay. And that's why you might meet someone for the very first time. Is they got transferred from another school.
Correct. That falls in with the answer we gave.
Last.
Correct.
I just love this stuff.
Little bit at a time.
Little bit of time, but boy, it's big pieces that fit into a huge puzzle.
Okay, next question, please.
To the points of that 100,000 million years, are they divided up into like ages or epochs or
No.
eras? Okay, so there isn't like you go a quarter of the way
And it is the age of...
something, yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way because planets learn at a different rate. Some learn faster, some learn slower. Some may go from being slow to fast, and the fast ones may go to being slow. But it is not an even learning. It is very uneven.
Right. Now, there are certain times where schools close down.
Not in this case.
Okay. And all of this, I assume, is on a perfect curriculum.
No,
There is random factors.
there are random factors which aids to the learning experience.
So isn't everything perfect?
No, you ask as a jest.
I was being ridiculous, of course.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Unless you have something.
I was trying to think of some jokes, but unfortunately I do not have any at hand at the moment.
Oh, by the way, I was reading a book, a strange book that I've read before,
Mm-hmm.
in which our world went through a monetary collapse. And basically, it started a domino effect. One bank closed down, they had a run on it, and the right conditions prevailed that dominoed out.
Mm-hmm.
World economies collapsed.
Wouldn't be the first time that's happened on your planet.
No, it hasn't. But is this a reality of the future that would be something to be prepared for,
Yes.
planned for?
Yes. There are certain things that you have to look for. Yes. A big, rapid, quick boom. I think that's the correct word.
Right.
Where everything seems to be going great guns. Very, very fast. Yeah, one day it is 10 points, the next day it's 1,000 points, and then the following day after that it's 2,000 points or 10,000 points. And all of a sudden it will peak and it will go down so quick. Look at your history to understand this. Not only 1929, but even back into your last century, 1890s. Have a look. No, not too primitive, miss. Because it wasn't primitive, it is the same system, it's just made more efficient by electronic equipment. And the effect is much more rapid because of that. That the boom, if what occurred in 1929 occurred now, it would be a matter of hours, not a matter of days. It would be a matter of hours that people would go from having lots of money to no money on paper.
How do you prepare for this? Any idea? Without giving away clothes.
Improve your garden. Save seeds. Arm yourself. Not only physically arm yourself, but mentally be prepared.
Right. So, in other words, a book that I've got called Survival in the 21st Century would be a good homework assignment.
Yes.
Start building up on because it all concerns exactly what you just mentioned.
Correct.
I mean, at least we're in the right place for it.
Does she wear army boots?
Which one?
The one that just came down the stairs.
You should probably do it. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think you're just giving me some big things to start preparing, especially concerning our visitor today. We might be doing some assistance in the future.
Yes. Things are sometimes.
Right. It's been wonderful talking. Is you have purpose.
On Malta Enterprise. Beam me up, Kirk. I'll be back.
Somebody's got to be on the job.
Betcha.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Sportman. All right, darling. Now that we've had your fun.
Hey, Russ.
Oh, hi.
No, Mom's not here yet.
Is she tired or something?
Yeah.
It's why I've been so tired.
Hmm.
You go. You actually. How you doing, Lana? Well, that's good to hear. Or see, I suppose.
Okay.
Cool. So we're going to be working together on the crystal then?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good. Now, how do you want to mesh that up together?
I'll let you take the lead and I'll just supply the energy.
Okay. So in other words, we'll be doing the same thing we're doing today, whereby we'll mix the two energies into one stream as it goes in.
Yeah.
And then I'll just keep pulling. Oh. And we'll both be using them.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, thanks for having that. Some more extra.
You have. I've got lots to spare.
You're not a real good healer too on the side.
Oh, no, I'm a communicator.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I wonder about your healing capacity too. You're pretty intense.
Well, it's, if I desire something or somebody to be well, I can do it. But as a healer like Mum does, just for everybody, I can't do it.
Really?
Well,
Well, you're almost empathic, aren't you?
well, with certain people and certain creatures.
So it takes a certain bonding, or maybe a close enough attunement
Mm-hmm.
for you to be able to move that.
Yeah. Actually, let them in. Oh,
What?
oh, just the guests walked in.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, how is your work?
It's going fine. I'm going to hand over to the guests.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get a while on that.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, tall.
No.
That's real?
Yes.
Not.
Jester.
Not. Dude. How you doing?
Functioning well. I'm able to hand movements.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. At least you got the knock down.
Trying hard. Just say fun.
Was it? Congratulations on your new nickname.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a thrash in the mess on Thursday to go to.
Ah.
A pilot's kind of thing.
You just walked in
All right.
wearing these overalls, dirty. Needs to take a shower. Good get who Big Brother is.
I like this sibling fun stuff here. It's fun. All right. Well, thank you for the lead in there.
Yeah, you're welcome. He walked in and I got flashed by Tia that he never channels.
Never changed.
Only once.
Twice.
Twice now.
This is third time.
Oh, really?
He's channeled twice.
Hmm.
Well, definitely.
Yes.
Only because she forced him to.
He has a picture of that young lady.
Oh, yeah. You can have pictures of that young lady.
Yes, I'd like to meet her sometime.
I doubt he'll ever get the chance. We'll can always hope. But, no.
Sounds like my time. Yeah.
I think she might be. But yeah, we're kind of in the celebrating mode at this point, in the fact that we're kind of earning our nickname now in the pilot's field.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a major accomplishment. It's
Oh, that's good.
better than medal.
Means that you could be chewed out and complain and bellyache with the rest of them.
Yeah, right. That's it.
And you can chew other pilots out
Yeah.
of the same rank.
Yeah, because I can be the seventh floor. Sleepy.
Oh, You've never fallen to sleep on me.
No, not yet, but you're one of the few people I've never fallen asleep on.
Any man that falls to sleep on me,
How could
then
anyone?
I'm going to become a nun and move into a monastery.
I doubt it'd be very impossible to fall asleep on you, my dear.
Thank you. Okay,
All right.
now, I won't be able to channel next week.
Oh, fine.
Well, it's not a bummer, because we'll be working on the new Dolphin tests.
Oh, you are.
Uh-huh.
How's that coming?
Where we've got it almost finished, and we've got them putting rocks and coral and smaller fish into that pool.
Oh, the Dolphins help you out?
But they help with the layout for the ground. And then we've got to put in the salt water.
Hmm.
And then from there, I'm going to be working, helping them to get used to the new environment.
Good.
So the only times that you can come over and see me is when I'm not working, but I will be sleeping there temporarily.
I know what you're
Uh-huh.
Good. It's a deal.
It's about twice the size as well.
Oh,
And we're also getting the new Dolphins as well. They're coming in all the way from Sirius.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We'll have 4 more from Sirius, and then maybe a month or so later we'll be bringing up 4 from your planet that will be put into quarantine in the old pool temporarily. And then they will be taken for medical treatment. So they won't get to go in there until probably how many would that be? It's going to be about 4 months from when they arrive here before they join the others in the swimming pool.
How do you already work with you went from this one? This is how I do it.
When they join the swimming pool. Yeah, because they have to be in quarantine first of all. To make sure they haven't brought any strange illnesses with them.
Yeah, it's nothing I would have.
No, but there are people up here in the other dolphins. And then they have to go in for medical treatment, which is
Well, in other words, I go solid enough that I would be able to translate something like that.
no, you don't have to worry about that because you're not coming physically from one place to another. You're coming in an astral form, assembling your being. Whereas if you were to come from your planet in a spacecraft, it's different.
Oh, I'd be going to.
Correct.
I'd be.
Uh-huh.
You can be another one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how are you doing, my dear? My dear child.
Excellent.
I'm glad. Okay. Do you have any idea of the other one?
No. Too early. Way too early.
Wait, that's right.
Uh-huh. You've got to remember that your boys only made up their mind about 2 months ago.
But I am learning method changing.
Yes. About time, from what I hear.
Amazing. I'm a stubborn kind of guy. I mean,
Old-fashioned kind of person.
right. Yeah. Well, never having to do it
Mhm.
before in my
Yeah.
entire existence on this planet. Yeah. In this life.
Makes funny noises, doesn't it? Uh-huh.
I'm getting used to it now, so I'll be able to chill in these duties.
Good.
And by the time your baby comes, I'll be downright expert at it.
Yes.
Oh, Kara.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll come up and see Caesar.
Okay. Yeah. Tonight I'm going to be a little bit busy. And then tomorrow I'm skiing, taking lessons with Auntie Kid.
How about I meet you? What time are you going to school?
Probably. I don't know your times.
Well, I'll be. That's true. Figure I'll be going up to probably 11-ish.
What time's that up here?
Well, there's a 2-hour difference in here. You'll have to ask them.
Okay.
I think it's a 2-hour difference, but I'm not sure.
Mhm.
But either way, I'll.
Yep. When you come up, just ask the computer where I am.
Right, that's good enough. I'll find you.
If it tells you that I'm on the
Slopes.
Yeah.
Track down listens.
Okay.
I used to practice too.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try this race thing.
Good. Like working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna really practice.
Well, I'm gonna use old-fashioned skis.
Call it the park cutie specialist.
Yeah. That's for on our planet super competitive.
Lashes. Oh,
Kiri says that you'd have to go into the advanced class racing.
or to use those things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, love. Well, we'll be looking for you tomorrow.
Okay.
Still pretty excited.
Uh-huh.
In the meantime. I kept moving kind of. He was moving so fast, and you were moving just as fast.
Uh-huh.
Mark's gonna love behind me.
I'm not gonna tell him. I'm gonna let him find out. So
Okay.
if you want to tell him, go
I
ahead.
won't tell him either. I'll let it be a surprise.
Okay. Well, let's see how smart he is because I banged his knees a couple of times. Yeah, good hit from.
I'll just tell him the holiday and ask you all about it.
Well, everybody's getting up and leaving. I can sit here and talk if you want.
What is car right there?
Well, the scooter didn't come back. If you want, I can.
No, that's right. I'll look and see.
Well, I can ask the computer and find out what a cycle is and brainwaves. Want me to do that?
If she was on her way.
Well, I'm going to check anyway to be on the safe side to see if she is.
Okay.
Now, according to the computer, that it's getting beta waves and alpha waves, beta and beta.
They get enough.
Yeah.
First influence.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the machines are rushing out.
That's all it said was current mental status, alpha and beta waves.
Wasn't for you massive excitement waves. I wouldn't be in the position I'm in. I would have crashed out too.
Okay.
But okay, well, since we got time,
Uh-huh.
we'll kill some time. Anyway, yeah, now I'm pretty sure I can make it up to my fall asleep finally.
So the entertainment went today.
Yes, it would be pretty stoked up, right?
Uh-huh.
What is after Mark gets up and leaves something, something like that, and pushing up that future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let me see, what shall I wear? Let me see. Oh, I know. I'm gonna wear white stockings, a sports skirt, a butternut shirt. Should I wear panties? Yeah, better wear panties. And a halter top that velcros at the back.
Just a question. Is this like gonna get us in deep doo-doo?
No, it won't get us in deep doo-doo.
Just wondering.
Well, it seems that Kiri had most of his jealousy burnt out of it. Some of it, anyway.
Okay.
Besides, I wouldn't do anything that would hurt him.
I know.
I thought about this very carefully. It's all part of my plans and Hara's plans. We have discussed it.
Well, obviously, you guys have got great communication.
Uh-huh.
Good.
I'm so Kiri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, if it doesn't feel right to you, we won't go all the way.
It's Mark's very special.
Or worry too much about that. He's a very nice person. I don't think he may get upset for a day or two and then he'll forget about it. Or at least, yeah, forgive about it.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you're,
Besides, he's wandered off with Alana, so.
oh, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I think finally they're starting to. Because that's also part of the plan, see. So, you guys down there, you have more taboos about sex.
well, yeah, ingrained in it.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, it's part of my therapy as well.
Oh,
Yeah, because I've never slept with another guy.
I know.
So I don't know what I'm missing. Yeah, I've had Mark, and that's it.
You're not missing much due to the fact that my solidity as far as that stuff goes. So,
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it with anybody outside our group. Yeah, I wouldn't do it with Mansfield because Mansfield's on the fringes. And besides, Mansfield's not my type. And there's so few people that I would do it with up there. Maybe Tal, but Tal seems to have more taboos about it than you guys do.
no way. Yeah?
Hmm. I was talking to Katrina about it. Yeah, she's pretty easygoing about it, but Tal is so conservative. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
How's it play? I would say that not too crazy.
It doesn't seem to be when it comes to women.
How is it continuing to hospital going on?
Oh, slowly. Takes her about 10 months. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So she's only gone 3 months so far.
She's like enjoying the nothing except for
Well, actually, it's getting her down a little bit because it interferes with her work. She wants to be back flying. Well, just 4 months gone. Yeah, she's got another 6 months to go. Uh-huh. Yeah. Reaching to the time when she should be flying lots of missions. But, yeah, she's
No.
yeah, when he's not here.
Oh, yeah, he goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about this one? Yeah.
Well, he doesn't seem to. It seems that she rules the roost
Oh,
at home.
she was the overall.
Yes, at home. But apparently not between the sheets. Mm-hmm. Seems that she runs the house and he runs everything else.
Oh. She's a pretty strong personality.
Yeah.
I think it's really good stuff.
Uh-huh.
It seems that she got brain.
Yeah, well, she's. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know the girl that voice that you hear through your headphones?
Yeah, right. It's her?
That's Katrina.
Nah.
Yeah. You